Each week, we welcome to our NfG stage one of our highly talented members or special guests with something designed to help you and your business. Our next guest has had an interesting life so far, taking her away from Bologna in the beautiful country of Italy, before seeing her working in Germany and even in Austria as a maid to one of the Princes of Lichtenstein, before venturing to the UK almost 3 decades ago, where she fell in love with the glorious UK countryside with a soft spot for Somerset. Working as a trilingual telephonist, her career took her through the worlds of account management and accounting, and as a legal secretary and a legal consultant, and many other roles, before finding her true calling from within as a mentor focused on helping others to achieve a state of equilibrium of both mind and body. Making a great name for herself in the field of kinesiology, she focuses on helping people overcome unconscious challenges they face, allowing them to more openly unblock these obstacles. Aware of the impact of our surroundings on our health, she starts with the lowest common denominator of the known universe, energy, and works her way up from there to discover what is holding each of us back. With these skills, her skills as a coach, mentor, and well-being practitioner, as well as her genuinely empathetic nature, this makes her a great person to know and both fascinating and uplifting to speak with. Always focused on others, it's also of little surprise that a few years ago she did a run for cancer research, raising over £1,000. But today, with a talk around the hidden dangers of electromagnetic frequencies to our health and well-being, we bring to you the lovely Barbara Mastropirro. Good morning, Barbara.
First of all, thank you so much for allowing me to talk about this subject, which is really, really close to my heart, and we find out why. And why should I be concerned about EMF? First of all, we have to acknowledge that this is a subject which is still a very much controversial. We have the pro-technology people who believe that EMF are completely safe. Every week, if not every day, more researchers come out and studies, they show the many connection between the exposure to radiation and how they impact our health. We cannot deny that technology has helped me tremendously, and like us all during the lockdown. I don't know where would I be without my computer, my Zoom calls, 2 years almost locked in without seeing my family. I haven't been to Italy for almost 2 years. The only undeniable fact here is that technology has grown. This little chart from the BBC showed that between 2000, the increase of using smart technology between 2008 and 2018. We are starting with no smart speaker, no wearables, no tablets. And look, the increase on that chart. And during lockdown, I'm pretty sure it's gone up furthermore. But what are these electromagnetic frequencies? We have ionizing radiation. Those are the radiation that create free radicals in the body, causing potentially damage to the tissue, such as mutation. We have the low frequencies. They are not so penetrating, but nevertheless impact our skin and eyes. And here we can see the computer and the amount of hours we spend in front of a PC. The thing that we all tend to forget, even those who are like me, who are very keen and stand a bit back from this radiation, is that it's not only computer or telephone. We are surrounded. We have power cable outside our home, our next door having a dish, all the frequencies that fill in the house. Now we have the smart meters, which are tremendous for me. I cannot get me a smart meter. The household wiring. I had a 12 years old client a few years back. She couldn't go to school for, I think it was 12 weeks. All it was down to wiring. She had this what's the name, inflammation in our body, it was just because the wiring in the house was so badly done. But why are they impacting us so much? What we do not think about is our organs rely on electricity and magnetism to function. Science has proven that an iPhone can be charged with our brain in 68 hours. Our muscles, they contract with electricity. And we are all aware what an ECG is. ECG measures the electrical current and pathway in our hearts. That shows that every cell in our body has got like an antenna, and they are constantly bombarded and stimulated by the different type of frequencies we are surrounded by. Some of the symptoms about being overexposed to frequencies and radiations are these: sleeping issues, fatigue, depression, brain fog, heart problems, panic attack, eczema, high blood pressure, headaches, and I'd like you to notice allergies. We know that an allergy is an immune response to something that does not sit with us. It can be nut, it can be wheat. Electro hypersensitivity is on the rise. There are more and more people who have bad reaction to radiation and frequencies. And I know that very well because I am electrosensitivity. I lived literally for years with a constant buzzing in my head. I started studying kinesiology and things started to slot in, taking layers off. Finally, after 7 years, I can say 90% of my problem is gone. But I had to invest time and I had to invest money to finally find a solution for me to live without having this constant noise in my ear and head. So how can we protect ourselves and our family? And first of all, our business. We are all business owners. We rely on our health, on our ability to function. The first thing I would suggest you all is switch off your Wi-Fi at night. It has been proven that when we are asleep, we are 150 times more likely to be affected by frequencies than when we are awake. And we cannot change the world. We can just change our little environment, so to speak. If you use Wi-Fi, switch off your data. You are less bombarded. Use, yes, headphone, but I would really suggest, and I'm coming from personal experience, these type of headphones. These are air tubes where the frequency between the cable and the earplug gets like sort of broken down, so less impacting your brain with this constant inputting of radiation. For women in particular, because my clients are mainly women, it's for me, do not use your laptop or telephone on your leg or your belly when you are in bed. These devices radiate your reproductive organs. My computers are all Ethernet wired in. I have Wi-Fi, I use it, but when I can, I don't. Instead of using the phone next to your ear, just hold it like that, away from your ears and your brain. I had to invest in frequency harmonizer, but that's my choice. It's not everyone's choice. But another amazing way to do that is grounding yourself or earthing yourself. You walk on the grass or on the beach and you really feel the extra electricity in your body just leaving you. It is really an empowering experience. For the skeptical, and if you want to find out more, these are some researches. My Bible to go is the book wrote by Nick Pinault, The Non-Tinfoil Guide to EMF. It is easy to read, it is funny, but it is all science-based. And funnily enough, on Saturday, I went to a conference for the London Dowser, and a water dowser who I knew by name presented on electrosmog. He's English, is the founder of Beneficial Environments, and he is a leading EMF surveyor and professional engineer in this country. It was really amazing. Another one is in Sweden, we have, they have recognized electrosensitivity as a full functional impairment. They have free Wi-Fi zone on their public transport. And every week we have new researches. In France, a new legislation brought in. In France, they have brought in a legislation that no Wi-Fi phone, smartphone, sorry, can be used in nursery because they want to protect the children. So I can, if you want, I have a 12-page guide from Guy Hudson to share with you, where you can help yourself or your house, your business from this radiation. I hope I've made this subject, which it is so difficult to talk in 10 minutes, giving you just an insight how important it is really to look after ourselves and trying to reduce the exposure for our well-being and business. So now I leave it to you to any question and answer that you might have. I don't know how long I've talked to, but I think I'm nearly at the end of my 10 minutes.
That's absolutely perfect, Barbara. Absolutely perfect.